So where do you want to start? And by the way, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Do you want to start with the fight itself and just what went down and clarify everything? Because I know there's been a lot of misinformation out there about exactly what happened in that fight with Khamzat Chimaev. So take the floor. What happened?
Okay, so I guess looking at that fight, I felt amazing. The cut was amazing. I felt strong. I felt fit. Like I was focused. I was locked in. Everything was picture perfect. Yeah, honestly, I can't take that. I can't say any otherwise. So got in there, and within seconds of the fight starting, I felt real comfortable standing with him. Real comfortable. But then the dude drops to a millimeter. How do you stop that takedown, guy?
You just don't.
And understandably, it's we did a lot of wrestling. We did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of wall work. But, mate, it's so hard to replicate that sort of takedown, that sort of commitment. And, props to him. Guy knows his strengths, played into him to a T, and is willing to burn it all there for it, right? But anyway, takedown goes in, ankle picks me off the fence. It was a great takedown. It was a beautiful takedown.
Yeah.
But then we get to the wall work, and I felt good. I understood. He has a really heavy sag. He's not ridiculously strong or anything like that, but he had a really heavy sag. And he was really good at giving making me work. He was really good at making sure he was active. He was always kind of reaching for underhooks, reaching for ankle picks, trying to get a hook in. He was making me work, staying active. During the whole time he's kind of sagging me. But even then, I knew that the squeeze that he was pushing on going to be very hard to sustain that throughout the rounds. I understood we had 5 rounds, right? And I could feel some of the space opening up later on. But anyway, obviously it happens. We transition, and then, mate, he puts his forearm across my face for the face crank, right? And it was just picture perfect, landed square between my, there's that dimple part between your chin and your lip. It's it just hits right there. And within instantly, my teeth gave out, instantly. And, mate, obviously the squeezing afterwards didn't help. But, mate, they just gave out. And, what do you do?
So when you say gave out, for people that don't understand the history of teeth issues that you've had, because when that happened, people were surprised and thought it must have been something with your jaw. Your jaw broke. It was a fracture. There was a doctor that came out afterwards and provided this full breakdown of what likely happened. You might need to have your jaw wired shut, da-da-da-da-da. But for people that don't understand your history with your bottom teeth in particular, what actually happened to them?
Well, I've always kind of had bad bottom teeth because I've had missing teeth here for 10 years plus. So they've always kind of been shot because they're not stable. They're not a full circuit. They're half, right? Yeah. And, mate, over the years, trauma, whatever, I don't know. It was something that kind of needed to be addressed, but every dentist and their friend was always saying, always try to keep your real teeth, Mate, should have got rid of them years ago, right? But the Drickers fight, I don't know, I think I addressed it here, but they got pushed in a little bit when I fought Drickers. And I had to address that. They had to be pushed back. I had a cast in there, let them settle, yada, 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 move on. Then when I fought Ikram, I had all the infections, right? Had to get 4 root canals. And I think the teeth had just had it, mate. I think they just had enough. Enough's enough. I don't think there was anything holding the teeth there anymore. But anyway, his forearm goes straight across the bottom teeth, and they move straight away, right? But then he squeezes. The squeeze after it is they just were gone. They just went straight back in. Everyone and their friends saw the photos, and also with that, I'm dirty at you, DC. I'm dirty at you, bro, because the doctor took a photo in the back med bag. I was like, just got to show Dana just so that they know what happened. Shows DC. DC puts it everywhere.
Far out. DC.
It puts it everywhere. I am dirty, bro. And why you have to do me like that, right?
Oh, man.
But, yeah, teeth just went straight in. And, mate, I couldn't fight out of it. Like, I could feel my teeth in, like, the middle of my mouth. I was like, I was done. And hats off to Chimaev. Like, guy had a plan, went in there, executed it for whatever reason, got the W, man. And it's upsetting. I don't like losing like that, but it is what it is, you know. And then straight after, I had to obviously deal with the teeth. So my jaw's fine, perfect.
Okay.
Because I just said stuff at like, I hate these things, and I got rid of them. So I got rid of the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And mate, I dealt with that, recovered, had a couple of weeks off, and mate, I'm back in the gym. Yes, as of yesterday, I'm training like usual. And
you told me that, and that was crazy. Are you serious? Are you seriously training right now? I was like, yeah, I'm just doing some jiu-jitsu, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, we're back. We're back, mate. I'm gonna give a bit of time. I'm not going to rush into the next fight because there are some things I want to address. I thought everything was pretty good last camp, but there were some things during the camp that I want to kind of just like tinker with, but then wasn't the time. But now I've got this period. I'm probably looking to return in June-ish, end of May. I don't know. Like, we'll play with the dates next year. But yeah, I just want to kind of work with some new things, train hard, get like work on some skill sets. You know, I don't think I give enough attention to during camps.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm back. I'm still alive. I will say thank you very much for all the love and support. Like, everyone, all the fans, even non-fans, disrespectfully, like, you know, give me props and, you know, care, support, love. And I appreciate that a lot. I still, you know, still going, still rocking. So it's good.
No, dude, it's honestly, it's good to see you here. It's good to see you in good spirits, and you're back in training. You mentioned June, so that's when you're 6-7 months roughly away. Yeah. Do you have a potential opponent in mind, or you're not even thinking about that?
Not even thinking about it. The same thing as always. I'll fight anyone the UFC wants me to.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to get myself in the best shape and the best version of myself, and then get out there and do what I do, right? Yeah. You know what? I'll go as far as to say that Chimaev, you know, did me a favor.
How so?
Got rid of the teeth.
Okay, fair enough. Because that, like, it seemed like it was a problem just waiting to happen, aggravated by the Dricus fight. You had all the, you know, infections from the Ikram fight. At some stage, this was probably going to happen, and against a wrestler like Chimaev, in all likelihood, it was probably going to be him.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It's like the fear of hurting my bottom teeth, of them moving, because they've always been crap. Like,
yeah.
I haven't been able to bite down on like an apple since I was 19, right?
That's crazy.
Like, they've always been bad, and
yeah,
I don't know. I should have dealt with them.
So you've just gotten rid of them now. They're just gone.
Yeah, they're just gone. Like, they just don't need them.
I assume at some stage.
Fun fact though, when they took them out, they found a massive cyst in my jaw.
What?
Because apparently, and they think that might have been where the infections were coming from for the teeth.
Jesus.
First time, so you know, everything happens for a reason. But no, I'm good. I'm interested to see what he does next.
Yeah,
and I think he's going to be a nightmare for a lot of the dudes in the top 5, because I don't know how you stop that takedown.
Well, speaking of, in terms of what Khamzat does next, what do you think he will and probably like deserves next? Because a lot of people are saying just put him in there with Dricus, and that's especially coming from a crowd that don't necessarily believe that Sean Strickland deserves the title shot after beating Paulo Costa, who you beat. What's your opinion on that?
I think you should go straight to Dricus.
Yeah,
you know, I don't think sitting out should be rewarded ever, right? But not my call. Not my decision.
Well, look, in all likelihood, if that was a fight they wanted to put together, UFC in Sydney, right? Did you actually know that Khamzat Chimaev is coming to Australia later this year to do like a tour or something? So visa seemingly isn't an issue. Dricus has obviously fought here before in Perth, and it seems like good timing. If there was ever a fight, and plus apparently maybe Sean Strickland doesn't want to fight in Australia. I don't know what's going on there. That could be good timing. I don't know. He tweets a lot of stuff, but I wasn't too sure.
I don't know. But yeah, I think he's going to be a nightmare for a lot of those dudes.
Yeah.
Right? And otherwise, yeah, that's me. That's a fight. Upsetting. You know, losing a fight it always sucks. I feel like losing the way that I lost sucked extra hard. But yeah.
But here's the thing, bro, and I'll say this for you, and I know it might be difficult for you to say. Anytime that you've been through a moment like this, you have always come back, right? You're very similar like to a Max Holloway in that sense that you are fighting the top tier guys, and then every time, all right, you might have a setback, and then you just get win, and you're back in that conversation, right? And at this stage, you only need another 1 or 2 really good wins to be right back in the conversation. Similar with what happened in your previous fights against Paulo Costa, against Ikram Aliskerov. I think a lot of people were like, oh, you know, is this going to be it for Rob? You know how people always do that. Like, is that the end and da-da-da? And then you always prove them wrong. You've done that time and time again. Yeah. And I have every bit of confidence in the world that you will do it again. Genuinely,
Thanks, dude. And I feel like I'm still, I'm 34 in December. So I still have, I feel like, some tricks up my sleeve. I still have some goals that I want to hit. Like I said, I am fiddling with some new skills. But yeah, I think this, like, that's just how I look at things, though. Every obstacle and setback just makes me stronger. It makes the comeback better. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to getting back in.
And you're still in your prime, bro. 33. Let's all settle down.
I'm enjoying training. I'm enjoying. I'm excited for like the next. Like what I could be, like developing this kind of like this change that I'm having stylistically with how I fight. I want to see where it goes. Might be good, might be bad, but you know, it's got to change things up, keep things fresh.
So I assume you don't want to share information as to what changing things up necessarily means, to not give too much away, right?
No, I just want to. Well, mate, I've been fighting the same way for about 12 years.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of these new guys coming up watched me when they were like kids. So I think like the manuscript on how I fight's out there, it's time to change things up a little.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to surprise some people, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's leave it at that for now. To be fair, I haven't even developed it yet. I got to work on it. like you may be able to see, I got punched about 400 times in the head today. So
I still can't believe you're back at training. That's
the style's not working yet, but we're working on it. Yeah. Right? But I did. You know, side news, I did go on I did a mad break.
I did want to ask you, what'd you do?
Went on holidays, stayed at the Mirage up in Airlie Beach.
Yep.
We did the Whit Sundays up there.
Nice.
We went to Hamilton Island. We did Airlie Beach. We went to, what's the word? The place where the sand is actually white. Like, it's
bright.
Gave me a headache because of how bright it was. I had to wear sunnies the entire time, dude. Like, the water's crystal clear. Kids went snorkeling, snorkeling, fishing, jet skiing. And I get motion sick, so I was kind of like car sick the entire time.
I have to take tablets for that stuff as well sometimes too.
Well, I'm such a last minute guy that I always, because the tablets go take the night before, but I always forget. So I just sit there like a man white knuckling the rails, just like trying to hold it together. But no, it was great. Yeah, it was great. Like good for the soul because the kids loves it so much, and the wife. Like they just love swim there.
Yeah,
such a swimming orientated family. And then I got home, and then I got to have a little bit of a break, play some video games.
Nice. And we'll obviously talk about that later. And we've got Christmas coming up. You've continually said you're going to take a proper Christmas break with your family. I'm sure you're stoked about that,
mate. I'm not gonna. I'm eating so much, dude. Like I'm eating. I cannot wait for Christmas dinner because there's just gonna be so much food.
Can you say how much you weigh now? By the way, would you be willing to share? Yeah,
100.5.
Far out.
Actually, no. This morning after the session yesterday, I was 98.6. So,
well, I got to convert that to
somewhere
pounds.
in that bracket.
Pounds. So
it's like 220 ish.
Yeah, 217, 220. Far out, bro. Damn. Man, you deserve it though. You just take the time. You take the time off. Eat whatever you want.
This is what I fight for, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, you're back. You're training. You're going to have a break. Are you at all going to be in attendance at UFC Sydney?
Yes. Assuming I'm here and timelines work out.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Like I want to take my kids to that. I want you and myself to be a part of the media that is there.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to work with some of the outlets that are there. So, it's around the corner. I missed out last time just because of how crook I was, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.